6 people on Rhoda are fully vaccinated.
Think of your family. Come in and take your shots. The Tinian and Rhoda and the cinema cannot be exemptions from the rest of the world. You know, this COVID coming over to Tinian and through community is inevitable. It happened. It's gonna happen. Now it happened.
Meanwhile, on Rhoda, there are no confirmed cases, but there are worries.
I'm praying to God every day that this horrible disease do not enter our island. The spike of the COVID-19 in Saipan seemed to change the minds of these people that have not been vaccinated yet.
86.7% of the NMI's eligible population is fully vaccinated. Tomas Manglotnya for KUAM News, Northern Mariana Islands.
Thanks, Tomas. A release from Acting Governor Josh Tenorio says that effective December 6, KUAM will be removed from the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention's COVID-19 travel recommendations by destination and will be considered domestic travel. He adds, not only is Guam where America's Day begins, but we have continually been a leader in the pandemic response, instituting mandatory travel quarantine, mask mandates, and proof of vaccination requirements earlier than others. We believe this change also recognizes the tremendous progress we have made in recent weeks, combating the third surge of COVID-19. Those seeking medical exemptions will have to wait a little longer as they are still under review. As for religious exemptions, Public Health PIO Janela Carrera gave an update.
Still pending, and we're still waiting for guidance and clarification from the Attorney General's office. So they're still sitting, here at our office waiting for clarification or waiting for any type of resolution. So at this time, they're basically, it's just kind of sitting there, and we just need to find out who would be the agency that would be responsible for reviewing religious exemptions.
According to Carrera, Public Health has been receiving exemption requests from both GovGuam and private sector employees, as well as individuals who are seeking an exemption just to be exempt from vaccination. There is no word yet on when the reviewing process will end. The National Governors Association is holding a summit on the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. Governor Lou Leon Guerrero took part in a panel discussion today by a group of governors on the priorities for revitalizing infrastructure in their respective jurisdictions. Here's more.
State leaders are gathered to share ideas about rebuilding highways, revitalizing power and water systems, and improving broadband access and cybersecurity. Governor Leon Guerrero joined fellow governors from Maryland, Louisiana, and Pennsylvania in a panel discussion.
I have rolled out a investment parahamzu, is what we call it, and it's a rollout of investment plan using ARP, CARES Act, and also targeting on the infrastructure improvements.
Her priorities were based on economic recovery, climate resiliency, and on her signature project, a medical health care complex,
which during this pandemic has shown us that really our hospital was very fragile, and we don't have the luxury of going to another state. We are way out in the Pacific Ocean between Asia and the United States. And so we saw that a very good state-of-the-art medical complex will really put that investment back into the hands of our people.
She joined colleagues in praising the National Governors Association for its bipartisan support for the landmark infrastructure legislation.
President Biden did say that it's the state governors that's going to make this happen.
That's right.
And so I think that's a strength that we should all leverage, and I think NGA does a really good job in uniting all of us and going forward, not just to the White House, but to Congress.
And she also lauded their support for one of the key features of the federal assistance programs, one that's been heavily debated in Guam as well.
NGA for me has been a very strong driver and influence. Like, look how we were discussing about the ARP, and one of the things that we wanted is for the governors to have discretionary power over the ARP, and that happened, right? We were given, and I'll tell you, my senators in Guam are very upset because they cannot appropriate the $596 million that was given to us.
The NGA Summit continues tomorrow with more presentations on ideas for rolling out infrastructure programs. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
And the latest on this wet weather we are experiencing, according to the National Weather Service, Tropical Storm Niado continues to move away from the Marianas. And although there is no direct threat, a surface trough extending from Niado continues to bring scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. The Marianas can expect wetter conditions and cloudier skies through the night. A high risk of rip currents remains in effect for Guam, Rota, Tinian, and Saipan throughout late tonight. Dangerous rip currents are expected for east-facing reefs of the Marianas. Large east-northeast swell will cause surf to reach heights of up to 9 feet through tonight. The offices of Guam Homeland Security and Civil Defense remind the community to avoid hazardous surf until conditions subside. Once again, we invite you to voice your view across our social media pages with our daily question. Today we ask, what do you think should be done to improve safety in your village? We'll share responses on the link. And before we head into the break, KUAM and Coast 360 are kicking off the month of December with Making Spirits Bright. We want to see videos and pics of your Christmas trees, decorations, and holiday photos. Make sure to use the hashtag Making Spirits Bright Guam on Facebook or Instagram. Check out these images submitted by the Rivera family. From now until December 31, enter to win the 1 million Pacific Points giveaway. Simply activate your account, refer friends, earn and redeem points at Foodies, Shell, and ITE. Learn more about the 1 million Pacific Points giveaway at pacificpoints.com. Pacific Points. Do more, get more.
Our family was recently challenged with a difficult medical condition where my son needed a liver transplant. And I asked Cabo Select Care to assist me with that, and he required off-island care. In fact, it can only be taken care of off-island. So Cabo Select Care was there to help with all the referrals and the off-island coverage.
Calvo Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you. Federal employees and annuitants, enroll today.
Hafa Day. This is Governor Lou Leon Guerrero. If you're struggling to pay rent and utilities because of the pandemic, your government can help. Our Emergency Rental Assistance Program provides direct relief to you. To date, over $6.9 million has helped over 1,500 households.
Apply online at eoa.guam.gov or call the Department of Administration's Emergency Rental Assistance Program at 671-638-4518 or 19.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back. In 2020, there were over 1,000 victims of sexual assault and family violence reported, according to the Guam Police Department's Domestic Assault Response Team. Some believe an EQ education program could be the cure to decreasing these numbers. KUAM's Hannah Devonzo has this report.
In efforts to decrease the numbers of violence in Micronesia, the Pacific Judicial Council is collaborating with legislative and executive branches of government to create an EQ education program. Dr. Neil Nedley has been commissioned to develop it.
There's a pilot program that's going to be used within the next year at multiple grade levels. And then after that pilot program and we get all the feedback from that, it should be available the year after that. So it's getting close.
Not only will the EQ program be established in schools, but also will be available for the community.
We also will have community-based programs available for adults, and the non-school aspect of things, that's normally an 8-week program, a 6 to 8 week program, just once a week for 8 weeks, where it takes only 2 hours a day of their time to improve. And then, of course, for the more severe cases, there is residential possibilities as well.
According to Dr. Neal's findings, culture does play a role in a person's EQ.
Our goal is to bring up the emotional intelligence of Micronesia, and that will help all of the ships, so to speak. And so it'll help families, it'll help our school system, it'll help our medical institutions, it'll help our judicial system, and it'll help us make better decisions overall. So we're hoping that as we enhance the emotional intelligence, we'll have better family life.
Some daily practices known to increase an individual's EQ is getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, getting aerobic exercise every day, being exposed to sunlight in the morning, and eating more antioxidants. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Hannah Devonzo.
The CNMI House Speaker will create an ethics committee to look into the sexual abuse allegations against Representative Ed Probst. The news comes after local councilor Grace Sablon Viange filed an ethics complaint last month calling for a probe.
I'm working on finalizing the members that I will appoint to the committee. The rules require that the committee should be composed of 7 members. So I should be finalizing that list by the end of the week.
Villa Gomez says the 7-person committee will be bipartisan, and the committee is also established to receive any other ethics complaints unrelated to Probst in the future. For the second year in a row, the historic statue of Santa Maria in Camalan will make an island-wide pilgrimage as the Archdiocese of Agana celebrates the feast of Santa Maria in Camalan and Solemnity of the Immaculate Conception next week, Wednesday on December 8. Residents were forced last year to pray outside their homes, churches, and along the roadside as the statue of the Santa Maria in Camalan visited each village throughout the island due to the COVID-19 pandemic, in which they are invited to do so again this year. According to the AOA Communications Director Tony Diaz, novenas and masses began yesterday at the Cathedral Basilica. The routes and timelines of the Santa Maria in Camalan will be posted soon. They request residents to refrain from organizing any motorcades to avoid creating any traffic congestions. GCA Trades Academy presented certificates to students who completed their soil erosion classes provided by Guam EPA and Smithbridge. Education Director Herbert Johnston.
This is the first of a big program that we've got to help prevent erosion and sediment control issues on this island. We understand that erosion is a natural environment, but the fact that we've got human beings contributing to that and accelerating it, we have the opportunity to help manage that and prevent that from happening. We've got the capacity for 300 right now, and we're putting as many people through our classes as fast as we can, because sometimes it rains on Guam, and when it rains on Guam, sometimes we have some issues. And we want to help manage that and prevent that.
According to Johnston, a large number of the participants are part of the construction industry. Those interested in taking the class may do so by visiting the GCA Trades Academy in Tiedzin, and it is completely free at this time. While others around the world might enjoy their time in the snow, we're able to indulge in delicious shaved ice. For this week's Inside Business, we caught up with a local shop that brought several smiles to the community this Black Friday. The sweet success of Hafaloa has been rooted in faith and family. Months ago, they closed their brick-and-mortar location, disagreeing with the mandate for COVID vaccinations. But now Hafaloa held their grand reopening just in time for the holiday season.
We put our trust and our faith in the Lord, and if He's for us and with us, then no one can be. We don't have to fear anything that is against us or comes against us because He's got our backs.
Hafaloa is known for their bold flavors, colorful apparel, and island spirit. They've welcomed all walks of life through their doors since 2013. So when the governor issued her executive order in August mandating COVID vaccines for customers dining in, owners Tara and Leonard Ka'ai decided to temporarily close their doors and only sell apparel through their website.
We're firm believers in everyone should be treated equal, and we shouldn't segregate a certain group of our customers because they choose to be unvaccinated. It's their choice. We're definitely not anti-vax. Our children are vaccinated.
The mini break also allowed them to develop new business strategies and come up with new ways to share the Hafaloa spirit abroad while putting their twist on a local favorite treat.
While we were closed down, Tara was able to develop our ice keiki. So with that, we were able to ship our flavors worldwide and get our flavors out to, majority of the United States and some of Asia.
Thankfully, they survived the shutdown and finally reopened their doors on Black Friday. They've also removed their dine-in option because if the unvaccinated can't eat inside, then no one can.
Everybody's welcome. Check your temperature, wear your mask. Get your favorite treats and enjoy it outside. Unfortunately,
we definitely don't want to go against authority, but we want to be able to see how we can still keep our business open and our employees gainfully employed.
With Inside Business, I'm Tyler Matsanani. Sports is up next with Dave Delgado. Keep it here. You're watching KUAM.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Mas.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
You are everything that matters to me, and
And I promise to do whatever it takes to keep you healthy, to be comfortable, and to be free. I love you. As long as we're together, I'll always make sure that home will always be our best place to breathe.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
The Team Elite Exhibition Tournament features teams in the U8 through U16 age divisions. This annual tournament gives Team Elite members game time experience on the court. Let's check out some highlights from the U10 division. Brian Hahn Jr. stopping and popping for the long two. Maddie Orchura calling for the ball in the paint. Orchura gets the ball and goes high off the backboard for the score. Apollo Moylan going to the rack on the play for the floater off the window. Junior division results now. The Hawks beat the Hornets 27-18. The Warriors got the win over the Nets 31-26. The Jazz slipped by the Hawks 26-21. And the Warriors got the win over the Raptors 37-35. The tournament wraps up this weekend with games being played at the National Training Center in Teason and the Guam Sports Complex in Harmon. Moylan making his way to the basket, gives it up to teammate Luke Laxamana for the last basket in the win. Educators in Metgood laced up in the DPR Gov Guam Co-Ed Invitational Basketball League. Tony Kanata was cleaning up the boards for Metgood. Follow up here, good for 2 points. Chris Flores was cashing out. Flores bringing back that swagger. Castro almost turns the ball over, but teammate Rivera regains possession and takes it up for the tough shot baseline. Back the other way, Regis with the assist from Punzalan. Spot up 3 all net. Metgood leading in the first half. Kanata inbounding the ball. Lily Conception goes inside to Christine Villena for another easy basket. Flores with the pass to Jenny Mata. Deep ball is money. Cha-ching. Kanata goes hard to the rim here. Nice hustle play by Ken Castro to close the lane. Teammate Sharice Bola got his back for the putback off glass. Chris Flores back at it. 3-pointer from up top. Drano. Metgood held on for the win. Lily Conception goes inside for the layup in the W.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
The all-new Hyundai Tucson.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Half a day.
Hi.
That will be $20, please.
I forgot my Mobile Smiles driver's rewards card.
No worries. You can now use your registered mobile number to earn points.
Can I use my mobile number to redeem rewards?
Sure. Just show us your photo ID or driver's license.
That's easy.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
All right, everybody, happy birthday. And you know what? Happy December. It is the 12th month of the year, and born on the first day of the 12th month, our Bernice Simonglow, who gets happy birthday wishes from all of her friends and family. And that includes us at KUAM. Bernice, we hope you had a great Wednesday today. And a happy belated birthday to Lucia G. McDonald, who was born on November 29th. Never too late for that. So happy 95th birthday to our matriarch, Lucia G. McDonald of Agania Heights. Wishing our matriarch all the blessings, continued happiness, and good health, and may God continue to bless you with many more birthdays to come. We love you, and we are truly blessed to still be able to make more special memories with you. That is a wonderful, wonderful birthday shout out from your loving family. So Miss McDonald, we wish you also from KUAM and Cold Stone Creamery the happiest of birthdays. So Bernice and Lucia, today we celebrate you. You are two amazing members of our community. We're lucky to have you, and we wish you both a happy birthday.
That's going to do it for us here on Primetime. Thanks so much for watching. Good night and be safe, Guam.
In full zoom.